Hey there guys, the Shafty Guy here to do some more cinema spotlight. So, I watched a movie recently and I can't say that I liked it too much, but there are some elements about it that I did like. So recently I watched a movie called Man of Steel. Now, Zack Snyder, you guys know Zack Snyder by now. He made 300. Wasn't a really big fan of 300. Thought it was a little bit too over the top for my taste. But I will say the visuals were pretty stunning in that film. So, I gotta give him credit for that. So, as far as Man of Steel goes, I'm going to go into, as usual, the bad and then end on a good note, as always with Cinema Spotlight. So let's dive right in and talk about the bad. So, to talk about the bad, where can I even begin? So, it'd be much easier just to say what's right with this movie than what's wrong, because there's so many things wrong with this film. So, to say what's wrong to start off, way too much product placement. Holy shit. I mean, I saw product placements for at least 9 or 10 different companies. I understand you gotta fund your movie, but that's just a little bit overkill. Especially the whole IHOP scene. That was a little bit too much in my opinion. To talk about more things bad with this movie, the story was a little weak in my opinion. There was a lot of potential good things they could have done with this film. For instance, you could have introduced the Brainiac character, which is one of my favorite villains of Superman, but no, they decided not to do that. Why? I don't know. This could have been a perfect moment to have him put in the movie, because Brainiac was the reason why Krypton went all to fucking shit. But of course they're not going to have him, which makes me pissed off. And also Lex Luthor wasn't in there, but according to what I've read in the Superman v Batman movie, we're going to see Lex Luthor. But Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor? Nah, can't see it. So I might actually skip that one, but although I do think Ben Affleck might make a pretty good Batman. But moving on back to Man of Steel, we'll talk about that movie some other time. But as far as Man of Steel goes, the story wasn't that great. Product placement was really bad. And third, those villains were pretty weak. I mean, I didn't really understand them a whole lot. So they were trying to do good, but they were trying to do bad, but they did bad, but trying to do good. I don't really understand that either. The motives for the villains weren't exactly completely understandable. So that was kind of a fail. At least I think it was a bit of a fail on their part for that one. Also, the Lois Lane character, not that great either. I guess they were trying to go for that old school, damsel in distress thing that they had going on with her, but I don't know, she wasn't a very developed character. I feel like in this, 21st century, this day and age, you could have had a little bit more developing for that character, which is fine, I guess, if that's what they want to do. But overall, there's a lot of things wrong with this movie. So if you want to check it out, you can, but the bad is the bad. So now let's move on to the good. Now, the one good thing I did find about this movie was trying to go with a more dark tone for this movie. Now, I think that was a really, really cool idea. Now, I understand, Superman traditionally is really, really silly. They have those really quirky characters that he's been portrayed by, like for instance in Lois and Clark, that TV show. He was supposed to be kind of silly, which I didn't really like that too much. And then let's talk about the old school Superman movies from the 80s. Now, holy crap, those were cheesy. Super cheesy. Really bad. Especially that outfit. Holy crap. And then when they tried to bring it back in the 2000 era with Superman Returns, oh god, that was bad too. So bad. The outfit was the same cheesiness. It just didn't work. I mean, and he had that little swirl with his hair. Oh man, it was so bad. I just can't get into that. See, the suit for the new Superman movie, I thought it was really, really cool. It looked very futuristic. It looked like it was from another planet, which it is, And I like how it gave it a big backstory about, what we consider an S, when really it's a different type of language from Krypton, on the different planets. So I really thought that was pretty cool too. I also thought the design for Krypton was pretty cool, and I thought their technology designs were pretty cool too. And I like how they kind of went with the whole, you know, alien aspect behind it, you know, another civilization trying to take over our civilization type of thing. I think that's pretty cool too. But overall, for, you know, to do with the good, I really think the whole dark tone they tried to push with this was a really, really good idea. Because I really feel like, you know, Superman has always been seen in such a weird light. It's kind of like the old Batman movies, the old Batman television series from the, you know, back in the day, from the 60s and 70s. That was just silly. But then when they released, you know, the Batman movie in 1989, you know, it really changed everything, because, you know, they wrote that graphic novel back in the 80s, you know, The Dark Knight Returns, and that was really, really awesome. So I think that's what they're trying to do with this. They're trying to show Superman in a different kind of light, where he's not necessarily a all-encompassing hero-saving character. He has flaws. He has problems. He's a dark-seated character. And I really think that was a really good direction to take it in. Unfortunately, it just didn't really work out that well. But that's okay. You know, some people are going to like this movie, some people aren't. Me, I just think the movie's okay. I mean, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. But, you know, that's just me. 5 out of 10. I mean, I can't really see myself going any higher than that. It's just, the movie's not that good. You know, it could have had a lot of potential to be good. I remember seeing the trailer when it first came out. I was like, oh my god, Superman being serious. Well, that's awesome. That is really awesome. I'm really glad they tried to do that, but it just didn't work out. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys will subscribe to my channel. Check us out, give us likes, give us comments, give us feedback, tell us what you'd like us to review, and we will do it. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day, and check for my links after the video ends.